Hey guys, Mac Lake here with Launch Network, and I'm sitting here with Vance Pittman. And Vance is the planter and pastor at Hope Church in Las Vegas, Nevada. And Vance is also on our launch board and is our launch catalyst for our launch hub here in Las Vegas. And so, Vance, I was just thinking about this morning that this week is our fifth assessment here in Las Vegas, and we've assessed nearly 60 church plant couples just here at Hope in the past 2 years since we've partnered together. And I just wanted you to give a little update on how things are going here with church planting in Las Vegas and here at Hope.
Well, even to hear you say that is kind of overwhelming because, when you're involved in the process of planting and raising up planters and training and all that, you get so focused on what's going on that the magnitude of it. To hear you say that in the last 2 years we've assessed 60 planters here, and I guess roughly 60% of those assessed have gone into the training process or so. So we've had a lot of guys involved in training. We've just had 2 guys from last times or a year ago assessment that are completing their year residency here. Yeah. Some of the guys that come through the assessment wind up in a residency, and we have some residencies here. And 2 of the guys that we have, one is planting in Las Vegas here in August. The other's going to Hilo, Hawaii, and we'll be planting there in August. And so it's just been awesome to see how they flourished and grown and developed and are just so excited to go out and plant these healthy churches.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because a lot of people aren't aware that we actually have residencies through Launch. We have residencies in Nashville, here in Las Vegas, Jackson, Mississippi, Atlanta. We have some others they're going to be coming on board, and so we actually do offer 1-year residencies through Launch as well. Vance, you've been on the board. You've been involved now for a couple of years with Launch. Tell us why you're a partner with Launch.
Wow, that's a big question, but probably the easiest answer to that, Mac, is when God birthed our church, we knew it wasn't just about a church, but that we were to be about multiplying to reach our city and the nations. So we had that heart. What we didn't have was the how. From the beginning, we've been planting and sending guys out. We were great at finding some planters. We were great at putting some funding around them. What we didn't have was a great system of assessing and training them. And when I met, well, obviously I knew Brian, I knew Chip, but when they introduced Launch to me and you began to unpack that, the system that it became for us to plug and play in our fellowship where a local church could be the driving force in reproducing in its city and in its region. And this gave you the tools to be able to accomplish that as the local church. It's local church driven, church multiplication, but it's a system that empowers and enables the local church to be in the driver's seat and multiplying and reproducing healthy churches. That was just a tremendous blessing for us. It was the missing link for us in the church planting arena.
Man, it's exciting to hear you say that because what we're trying to do is produce an easily reproducible system that we can plug and play in churches to help them become a reproducing church. And I got to tell you, when I walked in the other day and to the first day of the assessment, and there was a host of volunteers here from Hope serving as parking lot greeters, host team leaders. We have a concierge team, all these different people from Hope Church serving as the candidates came in, just loving on them, making them feel accepted and welcome here. Man, it was exciting to see your people with the spirit that was excited about church planting. So thank you for what you're doing.
That's really another blessing of Launch. It has enabled us to mobilize our whole church in the church planting process. It's not just our pastors who are teaching the preachers how to go plant churches, but our whole church is now engaged in the church planting process. And so that's been a major win for us to see the church reproducing itself.
Yeah, man, that's exciting. Vance, thank you. We love partnering with you guys. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Thanks, Mac.